What did the ELAS soldiers wear? Have you ever wondered what the soldiers of the National Popular Liberation Army wore during their fight for freedom? The National Popular Liberation Army, known as ELAS, was the main Greek resistance force during World War II. Unlike traditional military units, ELAS soldiers did not have standardized uniforms. Instead, they often opted for civilian clothing. This choice allowed them to blend in with the local population and maintain the element of surprise in their guerrilla tactics. The lack of a formal uniform system was largely due to limited resources. The nature of their resistance activities required mobility and the ability to conceal themselves among civilians. When ELAS fighters did wear military-style clothing, it was usually British battle dress or patterns from the Greek National Guard. These items were often surplus or captured equipment, reflecting the practical needs of the fighters rather than a formal military appearance. In contrast, the elite Greek Evzones wore distinctive traditional uniforms that are rich in history and symbolism. Their ceremonial attire includes the fustanella, a pleated skirt-like garment, along with a tunic and accessories such as a fez or cap. They also wore leather boots and sometimes carried a traditional saber. This uniform is handmade and showcases intricate details, symbolizing Greek national pride and military heritage. However, it is important to note that this attire was not worn by ELAS fighters. The Evzones uniforms were reserved for formal military units and ceremonial guards. The choice of clothing by ELAS soldiers highlights the practical and irregular nature of their operations during the resistance period in Southeast Europe. Their focus was on functionality and adaptability, allowing them to navigate various terrains and conditions across Greece effectively. This approach to attire was essential for their survival and success in a challenging environment. In summary, ELAS soldiers typically wore civilian clothing or non-standard military gear suited to guerrilla warfare. Traditional Greek military uniforms, like those of the Evzones, were distinct and ceremonial, not associated with the ELAS resistance fighters. This distinction emphasizes the unique nature of the ELAS and their fight for liberation during a tumultuous time in Southeast European history.